Mathematics professor Daniel Gottlieb received an interesting document as a result of a Freedom of Information Act request. It was an application for a loan guarantee from HUD, the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development. The application was for a loan guarantee to construct a development in Marina del Rey that Dr. Gottlieb has been fighting for years. He thought the application contained revealing information that should be disseminated far and wide.
And I disseminated it to the press and sent it to many, the Times and fulldisclosure.net, and it got put on the website. And I referred to it in documents myself because I could point out where there were misconceptions, lies, and untruths.
Suddenly he was presented with a very menacing letter ordering him to cease and desist making any and all disclosures, dissemination, or copying of the information disclosed therein. He was ordered to destroy all copies and to report the names and addresses of any and all recipients of the documents. This urgent demand made him wary.
And I thought that they were trying to intimidate me.
And being full disclosure, we sought out the best possible person to explain the sensitive nature of the HUD application. We asked Dr. Richard Fine, who was the former attorney representing homeowners who opposed the developer who submitted the questionable application. He made it very clear why the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development was so intent about retrieving this revealing document.
The same people who were involved in the Marina Stand Colony 2 homeowners lawsuit have committed fraud on HUD, the Housing and Urban Development Department, in seeking and obtaining an insurance policy for $125 million to guarantee their loan to put up the New Shores project.
He explained how the application was filled out with the purposeful intent to hide past and current litigation.
There is nothing in here in the HUD reports that talks about the past and present litigation. But we know that the past and present litigation existed and is existing and is currently going on.
The next issue is the money invested. The insurance is to cover the loan. Who is investing in the Delray Shores project?
In all of this, they speak of their various investments and things, but there's nothing showing that these people are putting any money into the project. In Guardian Life, they have Guardian Shores LLC. That's the new 50% owner of the shores. And there they say it's a new entity that has not yet been funded by its parent, Guardian Life Insurance Company of America. And there's no question Guardian Life is a very, very big and substantial company. But there's nothing in here that says that Guardian Life is either going to fund the subsidiary, or second of all, Guardian Life is going to guarantee the subsidiary, or that Guardian Life is going to guarantee the project. So right now you have a skeleton bare bones project that is sitting here with nothing from anybody saying that this project is going to be going forward, and HUD's out there for $125 million on the mortgage insurance.
So what is the issue here, we ask him?
In summing it all up, what you have is you have the Epsteins, David O. Levine, their management person, the Douglases, and the insurance company, all not giving, quote, full disclosure or reporting what they're supposed to report to the government on the application for the insurance, which is a crime in and of itself. Then you have the HUD people not going through and doing the investigation of public records where they would have found all this information, and they would have found the fraud that was taking place on them. So they are actually part of this particular fraud.
We asked Dr. Fine if after viewing the application, if there was anything he thought should be kept private by the government.
This is public money, and there's nothing secret about somebody applying for a $125 million mortgage guarantee.
So why was HUD so emphatic about getting the application and all the copies of the application out of circulation? Dr. Fine saw no justifiable reason at all.
You have a Freedom of Information request, which is lawful. You have the documents being provided pursuant to a Freedom of Information request, which is also lawful. And now you have somebody coming in and saying, give me the documents back, destroy all the information and everything else. But when you read the documents, you realize that this fraud has existed from beginning to end.
So what was the real purpose of the letter demanding the destruction of all copies of the application, we ask him?
I mean, it's a cover-up. There's absolutely no question about it. And what they are covering up is HUD's both not only incompetence, but its deliberate failure to go out and find the public documents. Or on the other hand, we can speculate that HUD found all these public documents and then hid them.
So we ask him to explain the demand letter from HUD that Professor Gottlieb received.
So the HUD letter that you have is HUD's attempt to cover up the crime and HUD's attempt to cover up HUD's failure to go out and investigate and to illegally go forward and give a mortgage guarantee or mortgage insurance based upon the crime.
So does he really believe that HUD is complicit in a crime, or is it merely government incompetence?
You have a government employee not doing his job, a government employee, and that may not get him indicted, but this letter does. This letter is now the cover-up. Destroy the documents. That's the cover-up. That is where HUD is taking the step too far. And this person who's an attorney advisor, he knows better. This is our $125 million. There's absolutely no reason that that money should be out there based upon what's sitting in these particular documents. Absolutely none. It's no question that there's a fraud that's been committed, there's information that's been withheld. That in and of itself is a federal crime.
We want to know what you, the viewers, think. Please respond to our survey and leave your comments below. Number 1, do you believe that HUD is engaged in a cover-up in their failure to investigate the Delray Shores application? Yes or no? Number 2, do you think that HUD and the developer are acting in collusion? Yes or no? And number 3, should the federal government guarantee a loan that has no financing? Yes or no? Please be sure to leave your comments below. I'm Leslie Dutton. Thank you.
This is just a short preview of a full program discussing the details of this questionable HUD document. Coming soon is a full program where the details of the HUD application will be revealed and will be available online and on public cable stations across the country. Once again, Full Disclosure is bringing you the news behind the news.